The federal government has described the hike in the price of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, as illegal. Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, Timipre Sylva spoke at a consultation forum on petroleum regulation in Abuja, where he claimed that the federal government had not deregulated the commodity. He, however, assured Nigerians that the hike in petrol pump price will be looked into. Celestina Area has details.
Section 216 of the Petroleum Industry Act's mandates the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority to consult with stakeholders prior to finalizing any amendment to regulations. These regulations are integral in ensuring the Petroleum Industry Act is fully operational and will enable investment and ease of doing business, create employment opportunities for Nigerians, and prevent undue burdens on industry players. Regulations being considered are petroleum transportation and shipment regulations, assignment and transfer of license and permit regulations, midstream and downstream petroleum operations regulations, petroleum pipeline regulations, gas price and domestic demand and delivery regulations, natural gas pipeline tariff regulations, midstream and downstream decommissioning and abandonment regulations, environmental regulations for midstream and downstream operations, midstream and downstream gas infrastructure funds regulations, environmental remediations fund regulations.
Regulation is like policy. This is the policy of doing this. There are guidelines. You have to do this. Of course, as a regulator, we are here to enable investment. At the same time, we are like police. We have to be guided by the provision of either the policy or the regulation.
But what do these regulations mean to the layman on the streets, motorists, commuters, small, medium and large-scale business owners who rely on petroleum products, especially fuel, to operate and stay in business? In recent times, FAROUK have disappeared and reappeared in FCT and environs, and was also accompanied by a hike in pump price. A litre which sold for 165 naira now sells for 175 naira or 185 naira per litre. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timipre Sylva, says the government did not increase the pump price of PMS.
Tell you authoritatively, we have not deregulated. The government is subsidizing. If there are increases in price, it is not from the government. It's probably from the marketers. But of course, I will talk to the authority chief executive to ensure that they actually regulate the prices. But this is not from the government. We have not deregulated.
These regulations are the primary enablers of the federal government's Decade of Gas initiative and will help capitalize investment and enhance the attractiveness of the domestic gas value chain. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.